Welcome back to Season 5 of DreamLeague.
Put the remote down.
I will
the remote
I will
down.
turn the remote off. It is dead. We have killed Gyrocopter. I'm not a very skilled Gyrocopter to begin with, but, you know, I don't kill them that often.
It was a good run.
It flew on the arm of the chair.
These
and
things are
cut
probably
off
only
the
meant
chair
to
arm.
last.
This is like the worst advertisement for this.
It might be that Slag's got afraid of the helicopter and might have ripped his chair because he got scared.
Was that you or the helicopter?
It was the helicopter.
Yeah,
it was the
blades.
blades.
Yeah,
the
they're
blades
awful.
came and they
Sliced
sliced
it.
the arm of the chair.
Yeah,
clean
that
off.
is what happened.
I dodged.
I just want to go home now.
You don't get to go home, LD. Your home is here.
Oh, God.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome to DreamLeague.
Anyways, okay, yeah, we are here for
I'm gonna
Dota
get
2.
poisoned.
Yeah,
We
My
just
God.
witnessed Team Spirit. They went 1-1 against Ad Finum.
great
Both
team.
teams are now at 5 losses, and for Ad Finum, that kind of means that they can't lose anymore. That means that the next series that they have, which is against Na'Vi, is one that they should ace.
They have to.
Yeah, they have
ace
to.
it.
Yeah.
They kind of have to.
Yeah.
There is a small chance in terms of tiebreakers, probably, that if they lose at least one game, if they end up in 6 losses, that there is a small chance they can get back with some tiebreaker issues. But then it's not up to them. You want to at least, and even now it's not entirely up to them, but you want to not lose any more games. So for them, it's really important not to lose this game. Now, we talked a little bit before to Illidan just now. He said 60-40 for this match in favor of Na'Vi.
He also
Wow.
said that depends on like the difference between them playing online and playing at like a grand finals on a LAN with the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if you're Na'Vi, this is where you just pay a crowd to come and hang out behind you. And every time you kill a creep, yeah!
Isn't that the thing that the coach does?
They just sit in the
Isn't
back
that a
and say your
coach?
name
That's his
over and
job.
over again. No.
I'm pretty sure the coach.
I
probably
mean, that's
does more.
pretty much what was happening at Starladder. Like, they were actually dying, and the crowd was
Yeah.
cheering.
When they,
Na'Vi,
they lost the first
Na'Vi.
game and the crowd still cheers.
Great
Na'Vi.
work. I mean, I can't even tell it was
Easy.
brutally sliced in half.
Yeah.
Is it working yet?
It's not my fault.
I'm
It's-
trying to have it
It's
connected
our little
right now.
Na'Vi copter. Well, if the copter predicted
dead.
anything, I'm going to say a Team Spirit 2-0 against Na'Vi in this next series. But how are you guys thinking?
I can see the cameras, getting out of the way. The line of
In
fire.
the back is
We
running.
kind of attacked him quite a few times, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I think
Oh, and the back propeller fell off. That's why I
Yeah.
wouldn't move forward or back. We ripped it
Shiva
off on
sabotaged
flight
us.
1.
That wasn't me.
It was in our haste, in our lust for flying.
Oh god, it's back!
guys, it's alive.
Get that thing out of here! No.
Oh, it's.
Oh god, I turned it off.
Turn it off!
But I made it back alive,
Okay,
guys.
we're good.
The power of Christ compels you.
I'll turn it off on this side as well.
Okay.
The power of Dendi.
The power of
It
Dondo
works.
says no, go.
It works.
All right,
No, no.
right.
let's talk Dota.
Yeah,
Let's
Dondo.
talk Dota. So we have Team Spirit, who are on the back foot and has a lot to gain. Na'Vi, they only played 4 games out of the 14 that they have to play, so they have a lot to go for. And they just came off a big LAN finals.
Which was
It-
yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
You don't know if they went to an after party. I mean, they live in the same country, so I imagine travel times are not that long. I mean, you know that some live in Kiev, like, locally, so they probably, if they didn't go to the after party, they wouldn't be affected that much. But will they be affected? Like, will they play in the same level we saw them play yesterday? That's the first question that
You still
comes
have
to
to be
mind, right?
tired though. Like it was a long LAN. Like you're every day you're like constantly giving it your all. Like it has to take its toll on you, definitely.
There's also a lot of tape on Na'Vi now. That's the other thing to keep in mind. And Spirit has the luxury of kind of sitting back. They've seen what they're doing, and they didn't have to play a big grand final. So Na'Vi had to put some strats on the table, really show their cards. Like winning that tournament was hugely important. So they did everything they could. Because a win there, you have a decent chance of getting invited to the Manila Major. Not guaranteed, but you're at least in the discussion. Coming second, not so much. So. I think this is a really interesting series. There's a lot of overlap. Both teams really love the jungling heroes. They both love the very aggressive pushing in the mid game too. Is
Yeah,
something
like the
we've
Nature's
seen.
Prophet Beastmaster, that kind of
We've seen the safe lane Ditya Nature's Prophet. We've seen him play a lot of Lycanthrope. General also can play the off lane Beastmaster or the Nature's Prophet as well. So
looking at
I'm
this
expecting
game,
a lot of pushing.
because who are we going to look towards? What's the defining factor for Na'Vi to do well? Is there any certain player you have to see do well for them? Is it Dendi? Like, if
course.
Dendi has a good mid lane,
Well, no.
Na'Vi wins?
So
Okay.
so Dendi always gets a lot of help, right? I
Yes.
think it's more how do they deal with the pressure on Iceberg because. Like, there will likely be a Suniko IO or our Spirit, or there will be a jungle hero for art style. Like, they're going to get at least one of those 3 things for sure. And that hero is almost always used to help win mid for Dendy. Even if he's Queen of Pain and you're an IO for Snako, they still dual lane mid. So Iceberg is going to get 2v1'd unless they want to help him, and if they can either pick him a very defensive hero and try to really dominate the rest of the map, or they can support mid. But if they do neither, I think they're going to be in tough shape.
I think the way Na'Vi play in general, though, is like they usually pick these like 3 extremely greedy cores, and their supports don't really like take much farm at all or much space.
Yeah.
And when they rotate, if the ganks are successful, like they're way ahead in the game. You know what I mean? So the early rotations from Na'Vi, if they go in their favor, definitely like define how they play. It lets them take the towers, lets them get all the objectives.
I mean, in a way, it's a good thing they played Ad Finum first, because that game 1 is very much what you will see out of Na'Vi in this series. Is they will go for pressure, they will go for early smoke ganks, they will attack Iceberg in the mid lane, especially if he's a greedier core or more easily ganked core. So I would look to protect him or to pick him something that's less easily ganked.
Okay, we do have Spirit having a 30-second draft penalty. They were late onto the second game. Do you feel like that is going to be having an impact?
It was our fault. Our call was probably too long. So
They were watching us play with the helicopter,
Yeah,
and they were like,
this is great.
this is amazing. I want a helicopter.
Now, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, they'll be fine. We've already seen what's going to happen in Na'Vi if the helicopter's any indication. Spirit should be in great shape.
I hope that helicopter's not any indication, because
Well, I don't know if the draft penalty will be that big of a deal. Na'Vi is a fantastic team when they want to show up and things work out for them. But as far as drafting goes,
it's a level 1 penalty. It's not that big of a deal. When you get into level 2 or 3 territory, that's where your opponents can really punish you, because you can like speed draft just the team that has all your time, and so they don't get to use your time that you're thinking as like when your opponent's thinking of what to pick. Effectively, you also get time. But if they kind of punish you and then wait until they have the bonus time and you've already made your selections, then you can really.
They also have had all of Star Ladder to plan what they're going to draft against them.
Right.
So like I'm sure during that they're like, okay, we can pick this against this, you know, talking on TeamSpeak or whatever while watching the games. So I don't think that much of it.
well, we're going to find out what path Artstyle is going to take to try and pressure Iceberg here in this first game of Na'Vi versus Team Spirit.